Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to do your cast on for the figure 8 stitch. And now CinDWood Crafts does have their S looms. They come in 3 sizes and 2 gauges, so there's actually 6 different options for the S looms there. The S looms are going to come with pegs a different color, whatever color you choose, but there's going to be pegs on the loom that are marked to do the figure 8 stitch. I'm showing you on the flat panel just so you can see how to do the figure 8 itself. If you use one of the S looms to do it, you will just skip those marked pegs. But of course, we take our yarn, we wrap it a couple times around the peg at the end of the loom. Each loom has one somewhere. Now for the figure 8, each loom also is going to have a starting peg. A good spot to start, might as well. Alright. For the figure 8, we're going to pull the yarn behind it and wrap it. We're going to go up to the peg above it. These pegs are not exactly across from each other. So whichever, whether I would have done this one or this one, both is fine for the figure 8. I'm going to bring it down to the next peg and wrap. Go up to the next and wrap. As you can see, it's doing a figure 8 pattern. And you do this, I'm only going to do it for a little bit of the loom just so you can get an idea. When you get to the last peg, show you that again, you wrap around it and you can tie it around on your other end or you can just hold it with your thumb. You just want to hold that so that it doesn't come loose. Sorry, it's my cat. Okay. So this is what the figure 8 looks like. Now to finish the cast on for the figure 8, now the figure 8 is one of the stitches where you mirror it. So every single row you're going to be able to look down like this and it's going to look the exact same. So when we're coming back, this one has just kind of like a U wrap on it at this point. And it only has one loop on that peg. You go to the next loop up here and you wrap it. And then you just follow that original pattern all the way back to your starting peg. So at this point, every single loop, front and back, has two loops on it. Every single peg has 2 loops on it except for the very first peg for that row. Now to finish your cast on, you're going to take your hook and take that bottom loop off. Now your first couple rows are going to be a little loose. Don't worry, that's normal. And you got to remember, you got to go and do this opposite side too. And the figure 8 stitch is really, really nice to make plush scarves. Really, really nice for blankets. It's a stitch, since you're using it, and this is called a rake style, where you're using both sides of the loom instead of just using one side going in a flat panel. So the flat panels that you create with this method are not going to curl at all. So this is what your cast on looks like. You can see you got these loops right here, and that's perfectly normal. It's supposed to be like that. That will tighten up as you go. After you do a couple rows, you can take this string off and just pull it down. But at this point, how you continue is you are on this last peg. You can wrap it if you want, or you can just go to the next peg. For this pattern, it really doesn't make much of a difference. And again, you are wrapping each row the exact same. Oops, sorry. You're wrapping each row the exact same. So you're going to see the piece that's working down in the middle. There you go. But the stitches are all going to be going in the exact same direction each time, following that original wrapped pattern. And each time you just take and pull that bottom loop over the top and then push all your pegs, push all the loops down to the bottom of the peg or closer to the bottom of the peg so that you can wrap your next row. And you continue this way until the item you're making is the length that you would like. And then there are different options for cast offs, which we'll go over those in a different video. Okay, that's really all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Any comments, questions, tips, please leave in the description below. Thank you.